Hi everyone, I'm Kim, and today I'm going to be doing some Halloween crafts. One of them is just a beginning of, because spooky season is coming, is just my decorating this little dollar store Halloween tree. And you can see I've already started. I've got these little balls at the dollar store, and they have crescent moons and witches on a broom, and just trying to see what other designs they do have, but they're kind of this pumpkin color and white and black. And then I put this clip-on little flower up at the top and a ribbon around the bottom, but I was gonna do a little bit more, and let me see if I can angle my camera over towards that. Just a minute. Okay, so I have some old Halloween leftover parts of decorations from last year, and most of these things I got at the dollar store. And this garland I think is really pretty. It's just black and purple and silver, or maybe gray, whatever you want to call it. And I had made some bows out of it to put on wreaths, but you can see it kind of goes with this. So I could add this around this, but I think that I don't know, what do you guys think? I think it's a little much. I'm thinking it's a little much on this tiny tree. I think I'd need a smaller garland because it kind of obliterates the decorations. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking this off and adding it down at the bottom. I do love this garland, and I have this pretty kind of glittery black and orange ribbon, but I think I could weave this over the legs and just make it a little bit more of a dimension. Just adding a little dimension to it. Have these really fun. This is just a necklace, and it's the candy corn. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I would put that like the garland, I think, because it's smaller. The other one was just so big. I think it was distracting. So the candy corn, and then I've got this fall leaf garland, and these just have the battery packs, so you could have them on or off depending on when you want to have them on and off, and that way you're not wasting any electricity. But you want to make sure if you decorate with that you leave the battery pack accessible, easy to get to, and you don't bury it under some ornaments. So I'm just going to weave that in here too. And I think these little trees are so fun. I think I bought 2 of them, and I might have given one to my daughter, but I'll have to go through some of my ornaments and see. What do you think of that? Can you see the lights? I know it's daytime, so maybe you can't see it too well. I'll turn off the lights and see how that looks. Well, let me finish first. Then I bought some of these little flowers with the eyeballs on them, and I was thinking it might be fun to just hot glue this right here. Let me see how that would work. Got a scissors right here, and of course it's got a wire, so got my glue gun right here, and I'm just gonna add some glue and see if I can What do you think? Do you like that? Can you see the little eye? But I think that would be a fun little Halloween decoration. I'm going to move that one over here. So that's one of my little Halloween trees. Next, I bought this. Let me see if I can get my glasses on. I bought this pumpkin at Michael's, and it was US $12.99, Canadian $16.99, and it's called the Valley of the Sun Tabletop Decor by Ashland. But I really don't like this little leaf topper or stem. I think it doesn't go with it. It's not the right color. If it was more green, let me see if I have a green. A real green would be like this, to me. Something like this. This is more bluish to me, or aqua. So I was thinking of, oh, and when I bought it, I didn't pay $12.99 for it. Let me see if you guys can see the price there. I paid, it was 70% off. And I thought, oh, I could definitely do something with it that would make me happy. And I've got a little seam ripper from my sewing machine, and I'm going to see if I can just rip it out of here without ruining the pumpkin. So I'm going to see if I can seam rip. It looks like it isn't sewn in there. It looks like it's glued in there. So I think the easiest thing to do is to cut it. So let's see if I can just cut it off of here. It's a shame to waste the little flower because it's really cute. I was hoping if I could seam rip it, I could use it. Still use it. I always like to reuse everything. I hate to waste. I think that just comes from growing up in a family with so many kids. We didn't have a lot extra, so we always tried to use everything that we did have. But I just really don't like this blue leaf. Should have brought my big scissors down. But let me see if I can work in there. Are you guys getting ready for spooky season yet? I've been doing a few things. I made a little quilt with a little witch ghost and vampire ghost, and not a vampire ghost, a vampire witch. And there was a vampire and a ghost, and then it's just some spooky stars. That's what they called it. There's a lot of fabric on this, and it's hard to get it all cut off because it's glued in there really well. Maybe that's why it was $12.99. But I just don't like the look of it. And so there's this one. Can you see that? And then there's this one, which I think is actually too big for it. I'll use this for another craft. But I've got my glue gun here. I'm going to use a lot of glue. I'm going to add another glue stick. And I'm just going to pour it on there. I'm going to stick this down and hold it. guess what I could do is use just a little ribbon. I have this kind of brown ribbon. Let's see. It's very fall colored. Need to pull off any little strings of glue. Oops. Let me see, maybe if I dovetail it. I'd like a little more. Just seems like there's excess ribbon. There, I think that's kind of cute. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. The next thing I'm going to make is, I've got some paper mache, and I think I've got, show you. I've got some balloons, and maybe you can figure out what I'm going to make next. If you think you can figure out what I'm going to make, put your guess down in the comment section below. But it's going to be paper mache and balloons. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little crafting to help us all get ready for spooky time. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more Halloween and just holiday videos, then subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye. Bye.